Oh, that's right. He comes through and then...
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is? Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross
I'm
again.
curious. Oh wait, he's gonna murder him and that's gonna trigger the golden rule. Oh, do you think maybe they'll get in a fight?
Then go through you.
The many shall suffer
Bye!
for the sins of the one.
Send me back! Aww. Okay. So, we still need to talk to Ulpius. Now, it's kind of first on my mind because that's the first thing that's like time sensitive.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back?
Oh, Rufius has been threatening Virgil, but if you give him some of this willow bark, it will treat his rheumatism and he'll settle down. Oh god, because we have to do all of these. Let's do this one.
Oh no. Alright, I can do that.
And then this
Alright, let
one.
me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood.
Galerius does everything for us, apparently. That's fine, I can do that last
once
one.
I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Yeah, we didn't talk last time, but it's cool. Run, 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 run. Oh shit, I can kind of keep up with him.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue this.
I'm actually slightly faster than him. Very nice. Okay.
Fabia, listen.
There's a troublemaker coming into the city.
I know, and I'll take care of it.
Oh, he's doing that already. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out where this thing is. Oh, I did not look at chat for a second, but hello, Hedgie. How's it going? You love watching Galerius do the tasks. Yeah, I love that he's like just off helping us. He's so nice. I love him so much.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
It's alright. I do need to talk to Ulpius though.
Alright, well...
Okay, so let's go back to, is this what Scintilla would want?
You know about that? How is that possible? I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone.
You'd never believe me if I told you, I guess.
If you
Our
say
only
so.
option.
You don't understand. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want it all to be over.
Okay, but you gotta give me information,
It's too
my dude.
late for that. Yulia and I made a pact. And she's already swallowed hemlock this morning.
No,
If I
she's
backed
good.
out
She's
now,
good.
I'd
She's
be
good.
betraying her.
Nah, she good. She
I
good.
can't do that.
Lucretia was able to get some sulfium in time to save her life. She's going to be fine.
Really? That changes things a little. But we're still in debt bondage to that monster.
I happen to
Unless
have
you
money.
happen to have 2,000 denarii to pay off both of our debts.
I do. Actually, I do.
Really? Wait. So, I guess you'd want me to work for you then?
No, you'd be free.
You'd do that for us? A couple of complete strangers.
Look, y'all seem nice.
It seems today we are both blessed.
Yay!
This did not turn out how I thought. Thank you, friend.
Oh my god, my nose.
I never thought people like you existed.
We only exist in the future. Here's your money.
Thank you.
Yay!
I'll go and pay off our debts immediately.
So I still have
I just wish
a
there was
decent
some way I
amount.
could repay you. But I have nothing but the tunic on my back. I'll go and take care of things with Malleolus
I got you,
and tell
boo.
Yulia the good news.
Yay!
Thanks again, friend. I'll never forget what you did for us.
We did it! And I finally got to use my clap sound. God damn it, they run so fast in this game. Yay! Boop boop. Oh, what does this say? Have I read this yet? How do we pass this test if we don't know the rules? This has been locked. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we can continue to talk to Ulpius. Maybe let's go talk to Equitia. I wanna go. Oh wait. To survive, we must all be kind. Corrected to, we must all be wise. Corrected to, we must be obedient. Finally corrected to, we must all be... Question mark? Question mark? Question mark. There's money up here. Or bows. Or both. See, we have a decent amount of money now. My nose is so freaking itchy because Gwen was up here in my grill. We still have 1,600. We have 5 bottles of wine, you guys. Well, she's pointing that way. Is there something that way? Whoa. Wait, is there? Can I go this way? No! Fudge sickles. Okay, fine. We're gonna go to Equitia and see if we can't get some information. Okay, so inspecting this, where could the water be coming from? I have so many suspicions. Oh, pipe. Wait. Don't jump in the fire. Jump up here. I don't know. Dooley just said something about the high up. Is that Equitia? Hey. No, it's Yulia. I was gonna be like, just the person I was looking for, and it wasn't. Rufius, shut up. Oh wait, I could give Rufius his stuff for his rheumatism. Hey.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
I feel like I probably actually could have just given him this.
What business is that of yours? Willow bark. And this.
I feel like I should have just had Galerius do this for me.
God.
I felt bad giving him too many things to do.
This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. It was.
Skip through that. What's your
Can't
story?
talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Solusha on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time.
Avid reader read 10
joined
different
the
graffiti.
legions. The 6th, the one they call Ironclads.
Just got an achievement for saving Ulpius's life. They're very strange. I don't understand why my achievements happen when they do. Okay, how did you end up here?
Not sure. I was fighting with the 6th against Parthians in the east. Only my whole body was aching every time I took a swing of my gladius. It was the rheumatism. Relentless. Unending. Of course, I wasn't going to get any sympathy from my commander. So I started thinking, what if, in the next battle, I just didn't try as hard, you know? What if I let my guard down just long enough? Next battle came, and all I remember is this bloody great savage coming toward me. And I just loosened my grip And then nothing. I woke up by the river. Some strange man in an eagle headdress had
In a
fished me out.
headdress?
Kamut Tabal,
What?
I think he called himself. Then I found this place.
Okay,
and
so
that's
your
it.
story's different. That's odd. Most of the others were in Rome before they woke up in the forest, but you're saying you were in the east?
Are you calling me a liar?
No, no, no.
I just opened up to you and you're doubting me to my face? Well,
Rubius.
don't make that mistake again.
You can eat poop, okay? I cured your rheumatism. There she is.
Arve, a
No.
new face. Arve, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm
Okay. Been asking people how they wind up here, trying to find a pattern.
I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person. Did you find a pattern then? What have you noticed?
So I've noticed more things. They mentioned memory lapses.
That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. What else?
They mentioned a stranger.
Yes, I also had such an encounter. What else?
The river.
Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Did you happen to encounter a stranger?
This is
in the
where we
forest
got to last
before you
time.
arrived here?
A young woman.
And did you happen to catch her name?
No, we didn't.
I see. And was this stranger by any chance wearing a hood?
Yes.
Because I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
Okay, here we go. All right, I'll meet you there.
Follow too closely.
Oh.
We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
Oh. Okay, I'll go around then. I'm running. Oh, don't. Oh, hey, that happened. Yay. Well, I mean, I already have all of this stuff. Do I have multiple things now? I have 2 bounty notices. Okay. Okay, so that's what it's meant by she will guide you is Equitia. I guess anyway. Equitia, I'm coming to you. Gotta tell me what you have discovered on the other side. Ooh. Oh. Do you think there's anything funky down there? It's been a minute since we were here. So we fell out of that. Okay.
All right, you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood. Here, look down at the bottom of the baths. It's a little hard to make out in this light. If only we could see. Oh, what a marvelous lamp. But do you see it? Somebody waking up by a river in a forest to find a hooded figure with a coin. It's just as you described it. Only, I think I know who that stranger is. Charon, the ferryman of the dead.
That was my
Charon, who,
assumption
in
as
exchange for
well.
the right coin, helps the souls of the newly deceased cross the Styx, the river that separates the land of the living from the land of the dead.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute.
There are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. I take it you know what this means.
This place is the underworld?
I'm afraid so. It's all starting to make sense. All these people whose last memory was running from the fires toward the river. It seems none of them escaped with their lives after all. Perhaps we should be grateful they don't remember their final moments. It also tells us that the Golden Rule is the work of Pluto, the god of the underworld, and why his epithet has always been Father of Riches. I know it's a lot to take in, and you look as if you have questions, so I'll try to answer them if I can.
Interesting. Dun 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 indeed. Okay, so we're dead? Question mark?
That was my first thought too. In the old stories, the underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken. But it was also possible for the living to reach it without dying, if they were particularly fearless. So I'm afraid I don't know.
Hey, what can you tell me about Karen?
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you're not from here. If you were Roman or even Greek, you would know these stories.
Well, I know a little
Each of them
bit.
is slightly different, whether the storyteller was Plato, Homer, Virgil, or Ovid. But they always involved the souls of the dead meeting a grim ferryman named Charon on the bank of a river. It was said that he'd help the new arrival cross, only if they could pay him with a coin, an obol. That's why it was once our custom to bury our loved ones with a coin in their mouths. Charon's obol, we called it. Of course, an obol was a kind of Greek coin, because we inherited this knowledge from the Greeks.
Yeah, y'all inherited a lot of stuff from the Greeks. Romans wish they were Greek. Why didn't y'all recognize Charon immediately?
To be fair, the ferryman isn't exactly as the poets described, and he, she, they seem to appear to different people in different guises.
True.
You say you saw a young woman with a hood, and I once heard Kabash mention a stranger in a ram headdress named Kerti, and Rufius described meeting a stranger named Kumut Tabal wearing an eagle headdress. But whatever form this stranger took, they were always wearing a hood of some sort, and their name always began with a K sound. I suspect the only way you'll solve this riddle is if your paths cross again.
Okay. Why are there so few people in the underworld?
Good question. Let's see. In the stories, Charon would always require a coin as payment for passage across the river. But that never made any sense to me. What does an ancient immortal being need with coins? In our case, it seems Charon didn't take the coins we had. He or she merely checked we had one in our possession. So, maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. That might explain why we wound up here, but so many others did not.
Okay. Were you trying to keep this from me?
No. I mean, I had my suspicions, especially after Livia's ramblings, but I would never have figured it out without your help. I promise you.
Fine, I didn't feel that way at all.
Now that we know where we are, we have to
I just
figure out
wanted
what
all
to do
options
about
to
it.
be grayed
We
out.
don't want to be cast into gold for eternity. We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra. And Aeneas, a Trojan hero. Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. They persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape.
Okay.
And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through a secret gate. So it seems you have 2 options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide.
Okay, can't we just escape the way we came in?
It's a reasonable question, but the problem is, this place is fairly well designed to keep us here. There's no way to climb up the shaft. And even if you could build a ladder big enough, just trying it would break the golden
that's
rule.
true. We were told
We
about
know
that.
thanks to the writings left behind by those who
I think it was Georgius told us about it. I noticed you seem uncomfortable calling the god of the underworld by his name. Why is that? Tell me more about confronting the god of the underworld head on. Tell me more about escaping with the help of Proserpina.
All
We'll just
Romans
go down
try
the
to
list.
avoid saying it, And the reason is quite simple. He might hear us. You may refer to him as Pluto, if you wish, but you'll only be calling attention to yourself. Do so at your own peril.
Yeah, I won't do it. I'm trying to be incognito.
Is everyone so blunt where you're from?
Oh, god damn it.
That option would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the Golden Rule, and maybe even put an end to it. As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the underworld, but he was a demigod. Forgive my candor, but you are no Hercules.
It's fine, I know. I know. Oh, but I do have the thing.
Are you telling me that you can?
Yeah.
I won't pretend to understand exactly what that means, but if that's true, then perhaps you stand a chance.
Okay.
So,
okay.
if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day. But first, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking
It's locked.
the city. The problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are 4 plaques missing from its base.
I did not notice.
It looks as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine keeper. If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques, I imagine he might be willing to receive an audience again.
What can you tell me about the obelisk?
It's the towering stone monument.
Yeah, I know what an obelisk is.
A pyramid-shaped head that stands before the great temple, a dedication to the god of this place. You'll find them all over Rome, but of course they were looted from Egypt many years ago. It seems one of them made its way here too, although how is a mystery.
Okay.
However, this one is unusual in that each of the 4 sides is decorated in a different style. Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and another I don't recognize. That means you'll need to recover 4 different plaques. Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and a 4th, a mystery plaque.
Mystery. Where would I find the great plaque?
I don't know. But perhaps you should begin your search with the local Greek fellow, Georgius.
Oh,
His store is in
yeah.
the forum.
Okay, the Egyptian
Perhaps
one?
Kabash, our Egyptian resident, will be able to
Yeah,
tell
I was gonna
us.
say he's gone.
Unfortunately, he disappeared weeks ago. But I did hear Aurelia is peddling rumors about him at the tavern, so perhaps you could talk to her, or just take a look in his room.
Okay. And the mystery
I'm
plaque.
afraid you're on your own with that one. But perhaps finding the other 3 will illuminate the way.
Okay. Tell me more about escaping with the help of Proserpina.
As I mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit. The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds, so they should be taken with a grain of salt. First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale. It's said the god of the underworld abducted and dragged her here against her will, forcing her into marriage.
Ooh, so she might be willing to work against him to help
If the
us.
stories are true, then I suppose so. The
Ah.
problem is, how do we communicate with her without being noticed by her captor? Leaving that aside for a moment, there is also the possibility of a spirit guide. I don't suppose you've come across one of those in your travels?
Someone's whispering to us. I hear the female statues whispering to me every now and then.
Truly? And you're only bringing this up now?
Well,
Then again, I suppose you were worried I'd think you were as mad as Navia.
yeah.
Can you tell me more? Is it the same voice? What kinds of thing does it say?
It's always the same voice and she's helpful, if a little cryptic.
Fascinating. Perhaps she is a benevolent spirit. Or perhaps...
I think so. I bet it is
Hearing the voice of
Proserpina. I think
Proserpina
she's the one who's
herself.
been talking to us.
If she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out?
Not yet.
Oh, I see. Well, let me know if you hear anything.
We have
that
so
might
many
be
new
a thread
goals.
through this labyrinth.
Oh, this is so much information. Okay.
I would suggest not discussing this
Oh,
with
I won't.
anyone. The best we can do
And
for
I
them
still have
is
to
to
do
let
the
them remain
Malleolus
oblivious
stuff.
for as long as possible. As for Livia, it seems she's been shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this time. Perhaps it would comfort her to know she's not alone.
Okay. Oh, which one do we want to start with? Let's go to Livia first.
Time is of the essence, so you'd best begin.
Okay.
May Fortuna guide you.
Because
Although you may
Livia
not meet
is
her
over
with
where we
Proserpina on your
can
side.
look for a plaque. All right. Damn, girl, why you so slow? Everyone else around here runs like they're track stars. Go this way. Okay, let's go to Livia. Okay, let's actually look at all these tasks. They gave us so many tasks. Okay, we just got an achievement for learning the true identity of the stranger by the river. And discovering the underworld icon Sisyphus, Tantalus, Ixion, and the... Oh!
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold
Okay, whatever.
braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like
We need
Medea
to
over a cauldron? You'll scare away my
find-
customers.
They follow their trades,
Horatius.
imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
Why is this one all locked up?
You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
My god. This is someone's room. Oh, this is Galerius. Yeah. I looked in all these rooms, but she told me to find No from Kabash. Wait, so is this his room? I've already read this. This doesn't give us anything else. Other information. Was it this one? Yeah, Kabash. Okay, the tavern. I guess I have to talk to Aurelia.
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls.
You know, this all makes sense.
But it does not know.
Okay, I figured it out. I know where we
Say
are.
it. Speak its name.
The underworld.
Then it is true. I was right.
Yeah, you were.
I thought I saw it, but when the rest of them could not, I kept thinking I must have gone insane. I had to tell myself it was true over and over again, until I wasn't sure if I was deceiving myself. I must apologize if my words seemed cryptic. I'd found comfort in reciting the Metamorphoses by our great poet Ovid. He gives such an uncanny description of this place. I cannot
So
help but wonder
guess
if he himself came here.
If I
Would you like to hear it?
was a reader of Ovid, I would have known. I just realized I have to put somewhere. Okay, we're gonna listen to her.
I will do my best to remember the relevant verse. There is a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions. The sluggish Styx exhales vapor, and by that way, the shadows of the newly dead descend, entombed with full rites, and the ghosts of those, at last, given proper burial. The wide, thorny waste is cold and pallid, and the newly arrived shades are ignorant of the road that leads to the Stygian city, where Black Dis has his cruel palace. As the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls, and is never too small for any populace, nor notices the crowds that come. There the bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous
she's been
lives.
saying this whole time.
And still others incur punishment. I hope I have done it justice. And now we
Sure.
share a secret. It's as if you've lifted a great burden from my shoulders. Thank you, friend. I think I should rest.
Okay. All right. She's gonna rest by the fire. Okay. Aurelia.
Wow, isn't that a big long bow? Oh, you're here. I'm
Let's
so glad you decided
roll
to visit.
with
I'm
her.
Aurelia. And I hope I'm not being too forward, but
And
the
maybe we can get
moment
some
I
answers.
laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. There's a light in your eyes I've never seen before.
Yep. Okay. We'll do yours. Charming as you are beautiful.
Coming on a bit strong, don't you think?
It's what you came onto me.
I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing
I don't
anymore.
think there's a
Let's
good
just
way
forget that ever
to talk to
happened,
her.
so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my tavern?
I want gossip. I'm looking for Kabosh. Have you seen him?
Not for a few weeks now. Last time I saw him, he was sitting at a table with Georgius.
Oh, well, I need to go to
Whispering
Georgius.
about some job. I remember because they kept looking over their shoulders as if they didn't want anyone else to know. So, naturally, I hovered.
So nice,
The
aren't
one
you?
word I kept hearing was vanishing. And
Vanishing.
then, the next day, Kabash just disappeared. Coincidence? I think not.
Interesting. I'll be
All
going
right,
now.
see ya.
At some point, when I'm ready to like restart a day, I want to steal her key and open her like chest upstairs because I'm curious if there's something in there. Oh my god. Oh, we still need to go find Ulpius. Let's. Ulpius, I need to ask you about Scintilla. Ulpius. Hey, you're not dead. Finally. Can we talk about Scintilla?
Scintilla and I were in love. And then, 22 days ago,
You know he loves her because
went
he knows
missing.
exactly how many days she's been gone. Why don't you start from the beginning?
all right. One night a few months ago, when I was cleaning Malleolis's villa, I heard a young woman singing. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever heard. I wasn't allowed out, so once everyone else was asleep, I climbed up the inside of the villa and onto the roof, just to see where that sound was coming from. And that's when I saw her,
I've been up there.
standing in the garden of the magistrate's villa. I just sat there on the roof, listening to her with my chin on my knees. And for the first time in a long time, I felt hopeful. And then she looked up and saw me, and she smiled. I knew at that moment the fates had brought me to her. And from the moment she asked my name with this warmth and curiosity, I knew I'd have done anything for her. And so for weeks on end, each night I'd climb out of the villa and into her father's garden. We'd hold hands and talk about all the things we'd do once we got out of here. Like having our own vineyard. And then one morning I woke up and everyone was out searching for her. They said she'd vanished in the night.
Vanished?
All I could do was keep my head down and try to hide how beside myself I was.
You need a new chair. Okay, is it possible she escaped somehow?
All I know is she loved me. And if she had known a way out, she would have told me. She'd never have taken her own life. and there's no way anybody could have killed her under the Golden Rule. I can't prove it, but I just know she's still alive somehow. Even now, it's as if I can hear her voice in my head, crying out to me. That can only mean one thing. Somebody abducted her. I have no idea how, or who would want to do something like that to such a sweet, lovely girl. But what else could have happened?
Any ideas who might have taken
My
her?
guess? Malleolus had something to do with it. He is without doubt the most evil man I have ever known.
I don't really suspect
I have no idea
him.
where he'd be keeping her, but there is one room in his villa, upstairs, which is always locked.
His
I've never
wife
seen
is
the
in
inside
there.
of it, and I haven't been able to steal a key without breaking the Golden Rule. But I have a feeling that if you could get in there somehow, it would shed light on a great many things.
That's where Claudia's at. Yeah, I've already tried that. There's no sign of Scintilla
Really?
in there.
I was sure he was hiding something in there. I feel like I've looked everywhere. At least everywhere I could get to. There are still two places I've never been able to reach.
Okay.
First, the palace. If Navia managed to get in, then I suppose Scintilla
She's
could
not
have
there.
too.
I've been there.
The only other place she could be is somewhere in the cistern network. I remember hearing that Dooley had been poking around in the upper cistern before he was locked up. So you could ask him about it, I
did
suppose.
ask him. I know how to get there. Let's
All
do
right,
that.
friend. Thanks for the chat.
Figure out how to get into the upper cistern. Find a creative way to get into it. Or get Dooley's key. Water under the bridge. Where is it? Wait, water under the bridge. Oh. Can I get through here? Oh no. No. Okay. Wrong bridge, methinks. Okay. So I'm also just thinking... I don't know what I'm thinking, to be honest. I'm really confused. What's that? It's just blue. Just a blue mark. I think it's just part of the water.
Citizen.
Blue face. I don't know how to do this, so we're gonna focus on something else. We need to get Galerius elected. So we need to make him popular against the majority of voters, and I think the way that we do that is we have him do a lot of our tasks. That's my thought. Let's do this. Let's go talk to Georgius. And Dooley, apparently. Mom, please stop. Just licking a plastic bag. Like, girl, can you not, please?
Ah, a fellow traveler from a far greeting.
Hello,
I'm
Georgius.
It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I.
I know. You want to know where I'm from, but I really want to ask you some questions.
My friend, your words intrigue me more and more. But yes, very well. Ask me what you will.
Ooh, I'm looking for Kabash. I heard you were one of the last people to see him.
I knew this day would come. I do not wish to lie to you, my friend, but even discussing this matter is dangerous.
It's okay.
Please, let us leave the live coals safely beneath the ash.
You can trust me. We foreigners have to stick together, remember?
Very well, but the magistrate would
He
not
caved
look kindly
so
on it,
easy.
So please keep it to yourself.
You can trust
For
me.
several months now, I have been sneaking out at night to worship the gods of my ancestors in the temple of Demeter. Each day, I leave offerings of food in the hope that we may have a bountiful harvest, and yet the next day when I return, the food is missing.
How strange.
So I ask, who or what is devouring the food in this temple? Stranger still. Once I sat in front of my shop like the 100-eyed Argus until dawn to see if I could spot a thief going in. But do you know what I saw?
What? I have no idea.
Nothing. Nobody entered. And yet when I went to take a look, my offering was gone. It is bizarre, is it not? When I told my friend Kabash of this at the tavern, he offered to help investigate. He went in, and to my dismay, he was never seen again.
Where is this?
It is the only Greek temple in the city. Head towards the baths, and it is the last building on your right.
Okay.
Gladly.
So I also need to ask him about the
And in a
Greek
city
flag.
full of Romans, you are asking me? Because I am Greek. Let me tell you something about Greeks and Romans. My name is Georgios, yes. But the Romans, they do not care. They hear me say Georgios, and they
Georgios?
think, he must mean Georgius. Good Roman. They do this all the time. They see us worshipping Zeus, they copy us, but call him Jupiter. They take Hades and call him Pluto, Persephone, Proserpina. I am flattered that they copy our ideas, but why must they change the names? Do they want credit for making it all up? Do they want to forget where it came from? At first, I pull my hair out. After a while, I give up, and I become Georgius the Roman. I accept the world is Romana. Plus, I have no hair left to pull. But my point is this. If you want to know who stole an old Greek name, look no further than the sticky-fingered Romans. The plague you seek was pilfered from a collection of old Greek relics by none other than Dooley. He cannot help it. Like a typical Roman, he likes shiny things, especially those that once belonged to my people. And besides, it makes him happy. So I say, let him keep it. I believe he still has it with him, in his cell, just opposite the Temple of Demeter.
Oh. Okay.
I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
Bye-bye. Oh, Dooley.
Salve, Dooley. How are you doing today?
I'm sad. Am I going to die in here? Hello.
Hello.
Have we met before?
Yes.
Do you like it? It's shiny, innit?
It's shiny,
it makes me
innit?
happy just looking at it.
He's so sweet. May I please have it?
But if I gave it to you, then I wouldn't have it anymore, and I'd be sad.
Good night, Ray. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I need it for something really important. All right, what's it gonna take for you to give it to me? I need it. Gimme.
It's mine, and I really like it.
Gimme.
I want to keep it.
I want it. I want it. I really like it. All right, what's it gonna take for you to give it to me?
Well, if you get me out of here, then I wouldn't need it anymore because I'd already be happy. Then you could have it, and you'd be happy too.
All right, let me talk to the magistrate. You're gonna say we tried. Maybe stay with a new magistrate. Okay. Oh, hi. We need to persuade everyone to vote for Galerius.
Galerius will let me out. Then you can have my plaque, and everyone will be happy.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, Gwen. Okay, it's this one. Have I been in here yet? Or have I not been in here at all? Or wait, was it locked? Oh no, I did come in here at one point. But I didn't go back here. Oof, I gotta chill. Goodbye, Gwen. A Greek statue, probably of the goddess of to whom this temple is dedicated. Perhaps a local Greek resident knows more about her. Okay. Oh, I thought that was a chest, and I was like, money please? We've got plenty of money. Okay. Secrets. Secrets. A vase. Painted Greek vase depicting some kind of battle. statue, a crumbling Greek sculpture of a woman. Clearly this has been here for a long time. Where are we? Oh. Okay. Oh. Is this pronounced Lear? A Greek lyre played by being strummed with a plectrum. Wow, so there's all kinds of like goodies here. Who's been in here? Do you think this will lead us to the cistern? What's down there? I think it might. Hello. A plaque. Greek plaque which translate to the many shall suffer for the sins of the one. Okay. Oh, what did that say? Wow.
Come and join me by the fire.
Who are you?
Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
I'm Gweem.
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
I'm looking for Kabash.
Ah, Kabash.
Bash.
I know this man. He came through here some weeks ago.
Okay.
I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I've been living down here alone for many years.
Years?
Nobody to talk to but myself.
Interesting, because everyone else said they got here 7 months ago.
Above all else, before I die, is a good philosophical argument with somebody.
Ah, shit.
I'm hoping that person is.
Do you think this is Pluto?
Let us find out with this simple question.
Or not Pluto.
Have you deduced
Pluto.
the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule?
Pluto, god of the underworld.
Excellent. I see you are indeed quite astute. Very few come to that realization before their time in the sun is over. Now, will you join me in a friendly Socratic dialogue?
Sounds easy.
Wonderful. Then let me begin with a question. Would you say you know the difference between right and wrong?
I'm not sure. It's a complex question.
You are an overthinker too.
Yes.
We're the same then. It is probably why I became a philosopher.
I don't like
But
philosophy.
if you struggle with right and wrong normally, then down here with the Golden Rule, surely your struggle can only have become more difficult.
It is.
Well, that's reassuring. And the truth is, you're not alone. You see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable because our mistakes rarely had consequences. So we would tell lies and bend rules and turn a blind eye and rationalize, and yet still find a way to think of ourselves as good people. But under the Golden Rule, morality matters. The slightest wrongdoing could result in a mass execution. So to navigate this maze, we would have to be certain about the difference between right and wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
Whose version of right and wrong?
That is an excellent question, and it leads directly to my next line of inquiry. So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could follow in every situation and always do the right thing?
No.
Are you sure? Or is it possible that humans simply haven't figured out the right system yet?
Suppose we just haven't figured it out yet, or I think there's no such thing as a correct morality.
After hundreds of years, and as many great thinkers dedicating their lives to these questions, what hope do we have if our best and brightest haven't been able to answer them?
What's your point?
My point is this. I don't think anyone alive truly knows any hard and fast rules about right and wrong.
Sure.
If there is one thing I have observed about rules,
I'm not trying personally to get into an argument with this man. Or not an argument, but
always find a way around them. And so we must accept our limitations and the sad truth that no human society will ever achieve the utopia for which it strives. In mathematics, we would call it an asymptote, a line that can be approached but never reached. Because the only way to create a utopia is with the ever-present threat of force, such as the Golden Rule. This and no other is the root from which a tyrant springs when he first appears as a protector. And life under tyranny is no utopia at all.
I agree.
I'm glad to hear that. In any case, thank you for humoring an old man.
Okay.
I would be happy to answer
Yay,
your questions.
we made it through. All right. Oh, where can I find Kabash?
I will tell you, but you may find him hostile. To prepare for your encounter, there are certain things you must know. Very few know this, but before the Romans came to this city, it was once entirely Greek. The architecture, the temples, and the people.
There were
When the
people here
Romans
before.
came, in typical fashion, they claimed it as their own, built over everything that could be built over, and renamed the things that could not. Thus, the shrine of Persephone became the shrine of Proserpina. And when they found an obelisk bearing the name Hades, they tore it off and replaced it with Pluto instead.
Okay.
And the city's dwindling Greek residents, witnessing this compulsive Roman conquest, decided to preserve what they could of their heritage. They gathered their art and valuables, secreted them away through the Temple of Demeter, and hid them here.
Okay, that would explain why we found so many things on the way in. Okay, I'm with you so far.
However, there was one thing that always seemed out of place to me, and it is the very thing you seek. An even older plaque bearing an Egyptian inscription.
What does it say?
We had no idea until years later, when the first of my friends began to die. As a result of their deaths, we began to dig catacombs branching off from this cavern to lay them to rest. We extended the tunnel so far that we accidentally discovered another, an even older tunnel, which somebody had gone to great lengths to keep hidden. Suddenly it made sense why there was an out-of-place Egyptian plaque among our people's
I'm sorry,
possessions.
Gwen just used
proud
her
Greeks
cardboard
thought the
scratcher
Romans
that she's
beasts
refused to touch. That was the
stealing
first time she
and
used it.
corrupting our heritage. But it turns out this game has been going on much longer than any of us imagined.
Okay, sorry.
I think it is best you head through the catacombs and follow Kabash's trail.
Oh, the catacombs.
There are certain things you must see for yourself.
I know, baby.
Take this key. You'll need it to open the gate.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, thank you. How do I take it? Oh. All right, cool. So, do you know a way out of here?
If I did, would I be living like this?
True. What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Did we not discuss it at length already? Oh, I see. You're toying.
I guess we did, huh? What's your story?
You mean, how did I end up living alone in this cave with nothing but these relics of the past for company? It's a long story.
He's talked so much. I'm gonna listen. I'm sorry.
I was a quarrelsome young man. At 19, I left Corinth for Rome to study rhetoric at one of her finest academies, so I could argue more forcefully. Back then, I used to enjoy verbally sparring with everyone I could, and I was good.
You sound annoying,
One
I'm not
night
gonna
I
lie.
found myself in a tavern in an argument with a drunken mercenary. It became heated, he drew a gladius, and I won the argument, but lost my life.
Okay.
I woke up on the banks of the Styx at a campfire opposite.
So he already knows.
Of course, I
he
tried to
knows about
persuade
this.
her to let me return, but even with all my skill, I failed. I settled in, made friends, and learned what I could,
quickly realizing our little community faced certain death under the Golden Rule. So I began looking for a place to hide underground. Fortunately, I found this place waiting for me. You see, I was not the first to take refuge here. I returned to my friends above, persuaded them to join me, and 12 of us descended for the last time to live out our days hidden from Hades' tyranny.
Why can't you return to the surface?
My generation was wiped out, turned to gold many years ago. My friends and I were able to avoid the same fate by hiding down here. I think it's safest to assume that if I was to return, Hades would realize that his furies hadn't finished the job, and he'd send them after me again.
Okay, got it. Why can't you tell me your name?
I fear that if you were to utter my name in the city, even by mistake, that Hades would hear you.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, sir. I keep very good secrets. I am a good secret keeper. So... that's rude. Where's everyone else?
I'm afraid I am the only one left.
Monkey.
There were 12 of us in the beginning, but one by one, my friends passed away. Some from malnutrition, others from madness.
So they're the ones who've been stealing the food.
It has been lonely. Before my unexpected visit from Kabash some weeks ago, I'd not seen another person in many, many years.
Hey, how have you survived down here?
Living in
I know.
darkness is not without its challenges. The first challenge is diet. Fortunately, I found that eating fresh fish provides most of the nutrients I need. And sometimes, when there are Greek people living up above, I surface at night and salvage the offerings they've left in the temple of Demeter. The greater challenge is the isolation, so I like to imagine arguments where I argue both sides. But, like so many things in life, arguments are better with a partner.
It's interesting that so many people, so many different groups of people have come through here. I don't need to ask that. We know he's Greek.
As you wish.
Okay, well, I'll be going.
I enjoyed our chat, but please, keep my presence here a secret, yes?
I will. I'm the best. We'll see. I will. I will. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's where I came from. There's so many different things. I'll go this path. Oh, I don't want to jump down there. Not yet. Okay.
Ah, you've returned.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Oof. Oh, this must be one of the Philosopher's 11 friends. Okay. Oh, skeleton. Oops. And flashlight, please. Flashlight, please, thank you. Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Just want to come down here and make sure there's nothing hiding. Shit. Wrong one. He also is having trouble. There we go. Your step. Oh my god. So loud. Oh my god, there's so many different paths to take. What the fuck? There's so much here. Wow. Okay, locked from the other side. What's this place? Oh, I see one off in the distance. I see two of them off in the distance. Wrong one. Oh no, it was the right one. That was the right one. Ah! Shit. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, I see one over here. I don't know if I can make it. I did not make it. Oh my god, just let me climb on the rocks, please. Wow. Wow. I love Egyptian history. I wanted to be an Egyptologist when I was younger. So this is very, very cool. But also someone just growled at me. Oh, he's right there. Eee! Ah, no, bitch. God. You sneaky. Oh, there's one right there. And another one here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I see one here. 2 of them. Oh, what the shit? Oh, Egyptian tools. Bronze-bladed woodworking tools. Wow. This is so cool. That glinting off the water is really bugging me though, I will say. Wow, there's like sand and everything down here. Statue of it, I'm probably saying it wrong, Acre? An Egyptian deity said to guard against evil spirits and welcome the dead to the underworld. Any more of the freaky ones? So cool. I feel like there's a bunch of stuff I've already missed. Is this an Egyptian plaque which translates to the many shall suffer for the sons of the one? That's not the one. So cool. Who's this? Is this him?
Stop. Do not come any closer.
It's him.
Who are you?
I'm Gleam. Who are you?
I am Kabash.
We found Kabash.
And let me guess, another Greek or Roman come to loot and plunder the resting place of my ancestors.
But I feel you, and I respect that that is a thing that happened. Do I look Greek or Roman to you, friend?
Trousers, boots, curious here. No, I suppose you do not. Then what do you want?
I'm just looking for an Egyptian plaque.
To what end?
I want to return it to the obelisk.
That is welcome news.
Yeah.
You really are not Greek or Roman, are you? I was planning to return it myself, but for now, I must remain. Here,
I see you have a weapon?
And restore the honor of Osiris.
Yay! A plaque bearing a hieroglyphic inscription, Osiris, Lord of Silence. That was a little too easy. Well, don't tell me that.
As for the other plaque.
The fourth plaque? You know about that?
I have it right here. I stumbled across a collection of dusty curiosities while searching for a place to hide from the hungry children of Amit. And there it was.
May I have it?
You may not. In fact, I am about to
Why?
destroy it. Because it speaks a treacherous, blasphemous lie.
What does it say? Are you gonna get to the point? How so?
I will tell you. But first, do you know what this place is?
Let's use our archaeologist insight. The do what?
Indeed. And I see you know our history.
Yes,
this
I do.
Is the Duat. See what has become of it. I have been down here for weeks, piecing together its story. And here is what I have learned. As Egypt declined and the Greeks had their turn to flourish, their souls came here in great numbers. But instead of adopting our ways, they copied and corrupted them. When they
Sounds
found
about right.
the obelisk bearing the name Osiris, the true god of the underworld, they desecrated it, removing his name and replacing it with Hades. Even the ferryman of the dead, known to my people long before as Kerti, they renamed to Keron. As if that desecration was not enough, they built over this place, using it as the foundation for their own underworld, so that ours was forgotten. My only solace is that the Greeks then suffered the same fate when the Romans rose to power, renaming Hades to Pluto, and the cycle began anew.
When did you come here? Okay. I can see why you'd be unhappy.
I am glad to hear it, which brings me to this other fourth plaque.
Yeah, what does it say? What does it say?
Inscribed with a script I do not recognize, but it is ancient, almost as if it is older than the plaque bearing Osiris.
What if it's in English?
But if
that would be
that
funny.
is so, it would imply the gods of Egypt are mere imitations too, copied and corrupted from an ancient people who prospered even before us, and that my people did to them what the Greeks and Romans did to us. But this I cannot accept. I sense a deception. Perhaps it is the work of Set, the usurper, seeking to undermine Osiris once more.
What does the inscription say? I want to know.
You will never know.
You don't know that.
This village must be destroyed, thrown into the black abyss below in Osiris's name.
No. Stop, I need that.
You are too late. It is done.
No. You butthole. I wish you hadn't done that.
It could not have gone any other way. It was Osiris's will. Now, the thing of evil you sought is gone. Why are you still here?
Because you are poopy, but I need information from everyone. Do you know a way out of here?
This is where I belong, as caretaker of the memories of my people. If our ways are to be remembered, it falls to me.
What do you think about the golden rule?
I think if someone is to break the golden rule, it will not be me. For I try to live as I always have by the command of the goddess Ma'at. Do to the doer to make him do. As for the punishment that will come from it, I finally understand why it has long been said among my people that gold is the skin of the gods.
What do you think is down there?
I do not know. What could possibly lie beneath the underworld? Perhaps it is infinite darkness. Perhaps it is the lair of Amit, the devourer of souls. All I know is it would be unwise to venture down there.
That just makes me want to go down there even more. Perhaps.
Most unwise.
What's your story? When did you get here?
I am from Rakotis, which you may know as Alexandria, the name of the city the Greeks built over it. I was a fisherman, like my father before me. Since the Romans had taken over from the Greeks, I took the opportunity to learn Latin and eventually traveled to Rome. When the fires broke out last year, I tried to help. I gathered terrified locals into my boat and led many of them to safety farther along the Tiber.
So,
on my 7th trip, a passenger demanded I wait for his brother. But we were full to almost sinking, and smoke was all around us. I told him his brother would have to save himself, and he tried to bribe me by placing a coin into my hand. When I refused, he drew a dagger and thrust it between my ribs. I awoke on the banks of the river to a stranger wearing a ram headdress. He said his name was Kirti, and at the time, I simply thought him odd. It did not dawn on me until much later that he was the Kirti, the ram-headed ferryman described
the
in
man
the book
who
of
looked
the dead.
like he had the same name and looked exactly like him. But it didn't hit me until later that it was actually him. Okay, well, I'll go now.
Be gone from this place. Wait.
Oop.
You are planning to go down there.
No.
I see it in your eyes.
No. We'll see.
I urge you, return to the surface with the Romans. It will be safer for you.
I'm just looking around. Oops. Okay. Oh, shit. Did I just... I died. I, like, actually died. So if I jump down here, I die. Oh, I didn't die this time. Sumerian. That makes sense. Take. I jumped in here and I think I hit the statue. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't lose any progress. Okay. Damn. This is really hitting, like, this is satisfying a history nerd moment for me that I am very happy about. Okay, I just want to make sure there's no creepies. No creepies? I feel like I didn't even get to explore let's keep... I can't go in there. I feel like I didn't even get to explore the Egyptian area that much. I think there was a whole section I didn't go to. Barricades. An eroded set of barricades. It looks like these Sumerians were trying to defend themselves from something. Interesting. Interessant. Oh, no. Okay. I thought that was a secret tunnel somewhere, but it's not. Okay, they're telling me to go that way. So I gotta go the opposite way. Yeah, like so there's this book, Ancient Stone Tablet. Oh, stranger, heed the final words of Namkuzu. Bear witness to our aftermath and lament us. We did our best to live as the gods commanded. We planted and harvested together. We shared bread and beer. We accepted newcomers with open arms as if family. But with each newcomer, the bonds of her family strained, and soon we were as strangers to each other. And when those bonds were finally broken, my brothers and sisters planted only for themselves and ate and drank alone. And it was there, in the empty space between us, that sin took root. Nurgles, sentinels have awoken and clamor at our barricades. Learn from our Miz. Wait, was there a second? Oh, I was just gonna say, is there a second page to that? It's definitely a stone tablet. So no, there's no next page. So there was this book series that I read when I was in late elementary school through middle school and even into high school, but it's called Everworld, and it was written by K.A. Applegate, who did the Animorphs series, if you're familiar with that. Hey. And they like basically get to visit all of these different like ancient civilizations and stuff, and so they go to the Romans, they go to the Greeks, and it's just really, really interesting. And I think that kind of don't try to kill me. Is this now flooding? Is this now flooding? Is this place gonna flood? I don't know, it doesn't seem like it. Anyway, I think that's kind of where my love of history, that's like part of where my love of history came from, funnily enough. Sumerian pottery. A broken set of Sumerian pottery. While other ancient people made pottery by hand, the Sumerians were the first to develop the turning wheel, which allowed them to mass produce it. Oh, another one. Sumerian plaque written in cuneiform, which translates to the sins of the one shall become the suffering of the many. Heard that one before. Is this where we came in from? No. There's too many passageways. I want to go through all of it. I want to know where this way goes. Oh, I can't go through that way. Jay Kizzle. It's fine. Zoop, 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 zoop. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Okay. More barricades. Hello? Oh. Where do you think this one's gonna come from? Oh, from there. Blah, blah, blah. I feel like I'm gonna end up flooding myself out. Oh.
When I told you that you would not find a way back home, that was not a prediction.
Why are you so
that
mean to
was
me?
A promise. You will die here.
No. There's no need for this to end in violence.
I disagree. I warned you against coming down.
I could shoot him with my gold arrow.
This sacrilege, but you persisted. You have undermined and dishonored the true god of the underworld. How did you think this would end, if not with bloodshed?
You don't need to be mean. Hear me out.
Very well, I will listen. But if I sense deception, or if you further insult my gods,
I don't feel like I insulted anyone.
will carry out my threat. So tell me, why should I let you live after you salvaged this instrument of blasphemy?
If something can be destroyed by the truth, it deserves to be destroyed by the truth. There's no shame in building on the works of people who came before you. I'm just trying to replace all the plaques taken from the desecrated obelisk. I don't know which one to do.
Why? To what end?
I'm hoping it'll earn me an audience with the god of the underworld, or just to restore honor to the god of the underworld.
But
Let's
why?
be honest.
What business could you have with Osiris?
Friend, I'm trying to save us all. Ugh, I'm going to confront him about the golden rule. I'm going to demand that he let everyone go. I'm going to kill him.
Blasphemous fool! You have sealed your own fate.
Yes. You'll break the golden rule.
Ha, good. I welcome it. You see, the philosopher told me that each time it breaks, Osiris bellows with rage, and his voice shakes the very foundations of the earth. I can only hope one more tremor will lay waste to this fragile place once and for all, and you along with it.
The many shall suffer for the sins
I'm gonna
of
die.
the one.
Wait, what if I do this? No, let me do this. I can't follow Sentius. I'm dead. But hey, I dodged 3 boulders apparently.
You are dead.
I am dead. Okay, there's no need for this to end in violence.
I disagree.
I'm gonna say something else to him and hopefully not offend him.
Against perpetuating this sacrilege, but you persisted. You have very
I'm gonna kind of skip through this a little. Okay. There's no shame in building on the works of the people who came before you.
That may be true of many things, but this is different. If our gods were copied and corrupted from an older civilization, does that not mean they are false? Does that not mean our prayers to our gods all fell on deaf ears?
Maybe
because
it means
we
they're
were not
all
even
the
addressing them by their
same
true
ones.
names?
It wouldn't have made any difference. I don't think the gods answer anyone's prayers, or if gods exist, isn't it possible? Yeah, I think this one isn't possible. They each have more than one true name.
Now that I think about it, my people would sometimes call Osiris the god of many names. Perhaps it is so.
Yeah.
But the underworld of my people is so different to this one, and so unlike the way it was described by our priests. Many of my ancestors endured great hardship to live good lives so that we may descend to the Duat in death and be judged accordingly. We prepare to have our hearts weighed on Anubis' scales and to swear ourselves innocent of sin before the 42 assessors of Ma'at. And yet, I arrive here to find the Book of the Dead contained only a seed of truth. And now, I ask myself, did our priests steal and embellish the stories of an older people and feed us lies all our lives simply to trick us into obedience?
Probably, but you can blame your priests for that, or isn't being a good person a worthwhile pursuit in and of itself? Second one?
I am not sure I follow. Speak plainly.
Even if your beliefs about the afterlife weren't quite accurate, isn't the important thing they motivated you to live good lives? Or if you were only good in life because you expected a reward, were you really a good person? We'll do the first one.
Perhaps there is some truth in that. What is your point?
Are you going to abandon a lifetime of good character now that it matters most just because you found out you were misled?
You are persuasive.
I am persuasive.
Well. I will let you live, and you may do what you will with that plaque.
Thank you.
I will remain here for a while and attempt to learn what I can about the foundations of my people's beliefs. Go.
Yay! Oops. Oh god, it's right there. I didn't know where it was gonna come from. I thought it might come from up there. Oh, now it's flooding. Yep, now it's flooding. Now it's flooding. Oh, there we go. Fudge sickles. Kabosh? You might want to get out of here. You might want to get out of here. Bye. Okay, there we go. Can't see shit. Oh, so cool. So cool. Oh, hey, I'm back here. All right. Very, very cool. I'm enjoying the way this game is expanding and all of the things that we've been learning. Very neat. Very neat. So, boop, boop, boop. I still don't know how to get into the upper cistern. I need to get Galerius. How about, you know, something I haven't done yet? I haven't gone to Sentius and told him, hey, I think this person could be guilty.
Quite an impressive bow you have there. Just like Diana's.
Thanks. So I have all these people who I could have told him, I think it might be this person. I haven't done that yet. Can we talk? Oh, I'd like you to release Dooley.
You mean Duilius? Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability you simply cannot afford. Perhaps you're not aware he was caught multiple times sneaking around in places.
Well, guess what? The bitch already stole something and nothing happened. What did he do? Tell me.
Look, I can see where you're going with this. You think me cruel. I assure you that is not the case. You may not be aware of this, but it was not so long ago, during the Republic, the law of the 12 tables would have required that he be killed as soon as he was born, owing to his deformities. Here we see to it that he has food, water, and shelter, and most importantly, he is able
his
to
deformities that he has big
a
ears.
privilege that would be taken away from all of us were he to be released and commit the crime of trespass. The man has no self-discipline, poor comprehension of what is going on around him, and is an incorrigible rule breaker. I will not jeopardize the lives of my people so that one man can go free. Now, was there something else?
Fine.
Of
we
course.
talk about
What is
this? I think I know who it is.
Yes?
So many people. Okay. Who do we want to... Oh, it's Malleolus.
Why do you say that?
When he wins the election, he's going to convict you of treason and sentence you to death. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm speechless. How do you know? Of course, this isn't your first loop, is it?
Nah.
Well then, you must stop him from winning the election. I expect you'll need some kind of leverage on him, but I can't be seen to be involved in this, of course, so you'll be on your own. You better not waste any time.
Any more information?
Goddess of persuasion, go with you. Good, thank you.
Shit. Okay, let's talk to Claudia. Let's see if we can get her to actually do something this time instead of calling her guard on us, even though he never comes.
To be in here?
We talked about this last time. I don't think she wanted us to have him withdraw from the election because she, I think, wanted to stay in power.
I couldn't agree more. One hand washes the other, as they say. It seems our interests are aligned. I imagine knowing his true identity will give me the leverage I need to manage him appropriately. But first, I need you to do something for me.
What? What do you want?
I want you to bring me some wine. Just one.
I have so much wine for you.
Oh, don't look at me like that. I know this must be hard for you to wrap your sweet little pleb head around. So what do you need me to spell out?
She just called us a pleb. Rude. Why do you want wine?
Let me tell you something about Malleolus. He talks a lot about freedom, but what he doesn't tell you is that he means freedom for men. After all I've done for him, counselling him through his entire election campaign, and he had the audacity to lock me in here. He said it was for my own good, and that my drinking was unbecoming of a lady, let alone the wife of a magistrate. I'll show him unbecoming. Tonight, at his victory party, I'm going to get good and merry, and if he tries to discipline me again, I'll threaten to expose his true identity in front of everyone. I am so looking forward to it.
That's all the questions I have.
So, you'll help me?
I have some right here.
Thank you. Here's the letter.
Yes. Quinctius to beloved Claudia, for a time I despaired at the thought of being trapped here for the rest of my life. Then I met you and discovered that as long as I am with you, I'm exactly where I should be. Mere words cannot express my affection for you, and so I will perform a grand gesture in your honor. I will become this city's magistrate so that I may govern with wisdom and strength with you by my side.
Now, perhaps you can tell me who Quinctius really is.
Ah! I stuck my freaking thumbnail all over my lip. My lipstick on. Okay. According to this bounty letter from Emperor Nero, he's the person who started the fires and... He started the fire.
Oh no. That's, quite a lot more serious than I imagined. I only wanted some leverage over him, not to destroy him. Give me that immediately.
Oh.
Nobody else must know.
I can't give you shit. Wait. Okay. I have 2 of those.
Thank you. Now,
So...
I appreciate your, discretion in this matter. I think it's best if you go now.
So we have the letter
no more of this.
and the wanted thing. We gave her our second copy of it, but I do have 2 copies of it. I'm smart. She's not. Bounty notice right here. What's in here? You have a nice big bed. Oh, cool for you. Holy, he has a lot of money. We're not gonna steal it though. Okay, so we need to ask him to drop out. Yeah. Malleolus. You're not gonna be happy with me. Hello.
Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here without a hefty tribute, so you must have been desperate to see me. Well, what do you want?
I want you to withdraw.
Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands? Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
Because I know you're Quinctius. I'm not pronouncing that right. Your wife gave me your love letter and Nero wants you dead. Or because as soon as you win, you're going to break the golden rule. Or because if you don't, I'm going to kill you. The first one?
So,
He got you.
Up with me.
Yes.
I suppose that makes you... what? One of Nero's assassins?
No, I'm not.
So, you're not going to kill me?
I can't. Not if you withdraw from the election immediately and release everyone in debt bondage to you. Oh, well, I already did that, so...
So much work for nothing. If I do it, you'll let me live?
I will. I'm nice.
Fine. Ruling this cesspit of a city would have been beneath me anyway. I'll have Domitius notify the priestess of my withdrawal. There. You got what you wanted. Now, please, leave my villa and never speak to me again.
Goodbye. Now what? Oh, let's ask Galerius. Where you at, boo-boo? Oh, is Galerius in his little home? Oh, look at everybody being cute.
Citizen.
Ah.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
What? Equity is not even here.
Citizen.
Oh,
All weapons
citizens, I have an announcement. Malleolus has withdrawn.
Orders.
Oh, unless any new challengers are nominated by nightfall, Sentius will be re-elected magistrate by nightfall. Stop being busy.
I love your clothes.
Citizen.
So exotic.
Oh, God.
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and...
Yay, thank you.
It worked. Now, what's on your mind?
You gotta run.
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never gonna do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's gonna take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. And that's good enough for me.
Malleolus withdrew.
He did? Oh, that was unexpected. I wonder what could have possessed him to do that. Well, I guess it's time for me to step up then. I'll let Equitia know I'll be running.
Okay.
All right, friend.
I like all of a
Find a way
sudden
to
feel like
break
I'm
that
progressing
cycle you're
very
in.
quickly. Oh gosh. Okay, so I still need to figure out how to get to the cistern and stuff. Should we, should this maybe be the moment where I try to get into what's-her-face, the tavern owner, can break the law and get into her shit, and then that'll start the day over, and then we'll finish on Friday. Does that sound good? I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, let's do that, because I do want to see her room's upstairs.
Keep an eye out for Santilla, would you?
Isn't that a big long bow? You stay away from my money.
Okay, we ready? We're gonna take her thing, we're gonna check that, and then we're gonna run out. Yep.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I want it. Shit. Oh, I got an achievement called Kleptomaniac because I've stolen and broken the golden rule 5 times. Okay, here comes Sentius. Yay, I stole. I want to read her letter. I want to read her diary before I save. That was very fun. We got a lot of money from her. I have 3,800 denarii. Denarii? Okay. Aurelia's diary. Dear... Can this go away, please? Dear diary, today I'm celebrating. I made the easiest 1,000 denarii I've ever made by selling a way out to a desperate fool. Of course, it may not have been the way out she was hoping for, but hemlock still counts. That'll teach her for insulting my hair. Oh. And since it didn't break the golden rule, I may have to try this again sometime. Dear diary, it worked again. I'm now another 1,000 denarii richer thanks to Ulpius and his desperation to escape. Of course, there's very little to spend money on here, but just having it gives me a little thrill, for a brief moment at least. Dear diary, finally I have something to spend my money on. Malleolus is running for magistrate in the election tomorrow, and he's promised that for a sufficient tribute, I'll be able to move into old Sentius's villa once it's vacated. How he plans to achieve that he wouldn't say, but still, I'd better make sure he wins. Girl, you are delusional. Oh, that's it. I was hoping there'd be more about, there'd be something about Scintilla.